So this is almost the summit of Big Crow Mountain. The first of hopefully 6 today. I'm not 100% sure of the elevation of this one. I think it's a little over 3,000 feet. I'm not 100% sure. It's a steep one, and it's a cheeky little one, and we've got to go over the top of this, down the other side to Little Crow Mountain, and turn around and come back over this one. And if you can make it out, this ridge line here, all the way around here to that mountain over there, which I believe is Western Mountain, and then along the ridge down into the valley, and then back to the car. So we have a long way to go. Will we do it? You bet you will. A lot of ice up here. Nothing too serious right now, but starting to develop. So micro spikes are going to be needed at some point. But right now, as long as you watch where you're putting your feet, you can do without. And thanks for the boot scaler. These are superb. The grip on them is excellent. And I believe, here we go. Here's the cairn, the summit of Big Crow Mountain. And this also marks the fact that we have now done our peak in November for our peak per calendar month challenge. So one more to go on that one. And that was a cheeky little rascal. Look at these views, absolutely amazing. Mark Earl, if you're watching this video, you, my friend, should be about right there. I believe that is Big Slide Mountain where you were heading today. I'll find out in a minute and I'll get back to you. But if you can see these similar views to what I can see, and you'll just be in awe. That is just stunning. The high peaks, and over there, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, right in front of me there's a mountain with a fire tower on the top. That is Hurricane Mountain, and that Shane and I did back on St. George's Day. The views are amazing. I'm going to go back down here and then back up that ridge line. Continue our hike for today. Okay, so I've checked the map, the peak finder, and like I said, that's Hurricane Mountain. That is Giant. Over there is, in the distance, is Grace dial, nipple top, and behind that tree there, the mountains over there that you can see with the white rocks coming down the side, that's the upper Great Range. So that would be upper Wolfjaw, lower Wolfjaw, Armstrong, Gothics, Sawteeth, Saddleback. I don't think you can see Saddleback. The large highest mountain on the horizon is Mount Mercy, and Big Slide. Now I don't know if you can make it out here on the camera. If you look in between these two trees in front of me, on the horizon there's a peak sticking up right on the horizon that looks like a piece of Toblerone that's leaning slightly to the left. That is Big Slide Mountain. So if you're watching this video, Merkel, you right now are probably stood on that mountain looking at me. Mountains over there in the distance that's Street and Nye Mountain. I really don't know what you can see, what the camera's picking up here, but just behind the trees here is Pitch Off Mountain and the Balanced Boulders, where we were I think about 5 weeks ago now. And the mountains closer to us to the left would be Cascade and Porter. And interestingly enough, down here I've just discovered on the map there's a mountain called Corliss Mountain, and it sounds so similar to Curlis that well, we might just add that on if we have time. It'd be rude not to. Anyway, there you go. Hello Mark. I forgot my binoculars, but we've got the zoom lens and we're going to take a picture. So wow, stunning views. So obviously down to Little Crow Mountain, which is right down there in front of us. And, you know what this means, Shane, don't you? We're going down the big mountain to get to the little one, and then we have to turn round and come back up the big one. And that is just the start of the Ridge Trail. And then when we're on the other side of the ridge, if we're going to do Peaked Mountain as well as Western Mountain, we have to do pretty much the same thing on the other side. So certainly be earning our beer today. At least this one's marked foot trail. Just be careful here, Shane, when you put your feet, because you step on the ice here, there's only one way, and that's down. Lots of ice up here. Little Crow, almost at the summit. And Big Crow is right there. That's where we just were, on Big Crow, and that's where we're heading back to, going up over to the left along the ridge. It's a horseshoe shape, and then we come out the final mountain of the day, unless of course we do Corliss, which is over there. Then Western Mountain is our final destination, which is just to the right of Big Crow. So here we go, almost at the summit of peak number 2, Little Crow Mountain. Oh yeah. And here we are. I'm not expecting to see a summit marker up here, considering there wasn't one on its big brother. But here we are, Little Crow. Not too bad. Now we've got to get back up there and continue around the ridge. So here we are, almost back to the top of Big Crow Mountain again. Technically, the third summit of the day, because we've come up this one from the western side and the eastern side. So I'm taking it 2 summits of Big Crow Mountain in one day, and just got to be careful here. You get just over 3,000 feet. It's a bit icy and it's steep, so you want to be very careful. There's one slip here, it's not going to end well. Nearly back up. The funny thing is, I don't know if Shane realises, but these 2 mountains we've just done are not even part of the Nundago Ridge Trail that we're doing. These are 2 little add-ons. Oh well. Character building, eh? So here we are, heading now up the Nundago Ridge, which is part of the Soda Range. This one obviously hasn't got a specific summit because it's an entire ridge, and it's a horseshoe shaped ridge that takes us around there to that mountain there, which is Western Mountain. The mountain just behind it is Peaked Mountain. That's our ultimate destination now. And down there is, I believe that's called the Lost Pond. Certainly lost alright, and if we don't pass that on the way, then we're lost as well. And this is a completely unmarked trail. This is follow the contours and trust in your map reading skills. This is pretty much the start of the ridge, I think. not too bad. Being an unmarked trail, the beauty of being up here is you can pretty much see where you're going. You pretty much need to see where you need to be. So I don't know if you can see anything here. But let's grab them section, please. Thank you. Okay, I don't know if you can see the map on the camera, but we've come along here and we're just about hit this ridge line here. So we're following this ridge around the Soda Range. It's horseshoe shape up to Western Mountain, which is here, and then a little bushwhack to Peaked Mountain, which is just there on the map, and it's the one that's just over there that pointed out. And there, if you look on the map, is Lost Pond. Some of the views along the Nundago ridge. There's Whiteface. I believe is Pitch Off, Owl's Head, Cascade, Porter, Big Slide. That's the Upper Great Range, Gothics, Upper and Lower Wolfjaw, Armstrong, Giants over there. There's the Nipple Top, Dial, and the big one, Mount Mercy. That one right on the horizon, in between Pitch Off and Cascade, is Street and Nye. Over here is Big Crow. Over there is Little Crow. We've just been. You just hate it when you get to a summit, or what you think is the summit, and then you see another one. False summits, you gotta love them. And this is going to be tricky. Quite a bit of ice here. Well, considering the top of anything is the summit, I tend to agree. Just be careful on that section, because there's only about there's about 3 little 2-inch gaps where there isn't any ice. Spider-Man get up this one. Oh, and there's the cairn. Always happy to see a cairn. So this is Coal Dirt Hill. He names these things hills. Yeah, so the batteries on the GoPro have died on us, but here we are, just coming off Coal Dirt Hill, which was quite a long range there. Is down into the valley. Of that bushwhack to the peak of that, which is Peaked Mountain, and back over that, and down the valley, over there somewhere, and then off here. Here we are on the summit of Weston Mountain. That's Weston, W-S-T-O-N, not Western, as in direction. And this is going to be our last summit of today. We were going to bushwhack to a mountain called Peaked Mountain, which is not part of any range or any challenge. Just look at that sunset. Amazing. That's why we're getting off this mountain rather than bushwhacking. Everybody that knows me knows I'm daft, but I ain't that daft to start bushwhacking in the middle of the thick forest in the dark, because Peaked Mountain is behind there somewhere, and we have yet to head down here past Lost Pond, which is just there, through the valley, down through the valley behind it, down into that valley you see there, and that mountain right there, in the middle of the camera, is Big Crow Mountain. Started. The car is somewhere down there. So as you can see, we've still got quite a way to go, and the sun is setting. So yeah, 5 peaks. Technically 6. Total shame, we've technically done 6 because we went down the other side of Big Crow and then turned around and came back up it. So we did that one twice. So I'm taking 6 peaks from today, and we're going to abandon Peaked and head off home.
Does that
Just
mean
look at that sunset.
Saranac lager each?
Does what?
Does that mean we need a 6-pack of Saranac lager each?
6 peaks means 6 beers. You know the rules. So yeah, this is the final summit of the day. The sun's setting. It's time we got out of here. It's beer time.